Dear brothers and sisters, allow me to tell you the wondrous story of Sister Briege McKenna, a soul illuminated by God and bestowed with his gifts of healing, prophecy, and mind reading. Born on Pentecost Day in 1946 in the city of Newry, Ireland, Sister Briege was blessed by God with the extraordinary charisma of interceding before the Lord for the healing of the sick. But not only that, Sister Briege also possesses the gift of bilocation, enabling her to be in two places at once, and the power to foresee future events and read hearts, knowing the most intimate secrets that reside in the depths of the soul. Sister Briege's life has not been without challenges and trials. At the age of 13, on Christmas Day in 1959, she lost her mother, a pain that deeply marked her heart. However, even amidst such difficulties, Sister Briege felt the call of God, and at the age of 15, she entered the congregation of the Sisters of St. Clare. In December of 1962, she took her vows and dedicated her life to the service of God. 2 years later, Sister Briege began to suffer from joint pains caused by a severe form of rheumatoid arthritis. Despite this debilitating illness, she continued to pursue her vocation with zeal, taking perpetual vows in August 1967 and moving to Tampa, Florida to teach in a nursery. But her condition worsened significantly during her time in Tampa. Despite the massive cortisone treatment prescribed by doctors, they predicted that Sister Briege would soon be confined to a wheelchair. During this time, her spirit experienced profound aridity, and she began to doubt even her faith in Jesus. However, in December 1970, Sister Briege attended an ecumenical retreat in Orlando, desiring not only healing for her body, but above all, for her spirit. During this retreat, while observing a priest who inspired confidence in her, she had an extraordinary experience. The arthritis suddenly left her body, but Sister Briege feared that if she revealed this miraculous healing, she would be attributed with the power to perform healings. So she decided to keep that gift hidden and confided it to no one. However, the following month of June, on the eve of Pentecost, Sister Briege found herself in prayer before the Blessed Sacrament. Suddenly, an extraordinary peace filled the chapel, like an enveloping cloud. A clear voice resonated, "Briege." Turning to find the source of that voice, she realized that no one was physically present, but the presence of God was tangible. The voice continued, "You have my gift of healing. Go forth and use it." At that moment, Sister Briege felt a burning energy coursing through her body, starting from her hands. It was as if she had touched an electrical socket. That divine fire flowed through her hands and spread. Then the cloud of peace lifted, leaving Sister Briege in awe but also aware of the gift that God had bestowed upon her. Yet even though Sister Briege was aware of this divine gift, she resisted Jesus' invitation to use it for the good of others. In a moment of weakness, she even turned to a prophet, who turned out to be a false messenger of God. This encounter shook her faith and vocation, making her doubt the very existence of God. Only later did she realize that she had come into contact with the demon, who sought to lead her astray from the path of the Lord. But the Lord never abandoned Sister Briege. Through the help of a priest knowledgeable in sacred scriptures, she clearly understood God's will for her life. That priest told her, "If I were God, I would tell you to go to hell." How many more times does Jesus need to reveal his will to you? All the Lord asks of you is to simply say yes, like Mary. God respects his children and will only ask you to fulfill his will. It doesn't matter your strength, but whether you are willing to allow God to use you as his instrument. From that moment on, Sister Briege traveled tirelessly throughout the world, bringing the word of God and the gift of healing. Her ministry focused particularly on priests, transforming their spiritual lives. Sister Briege became like a signpost pointing the way to Jesus, a shining beacon guiding others to the heart of Christ. Brothers and sisters, remember that it is the Lord who performs wonders. Sister Briege does nothing more than become an instrument in the hands of God. She only desires that each of us may discover Jesus in our hearts and allow him to pour his immense graces upon us. May this story inspire us to say yes to God's will and become living signs of his mercy and love. Remember that we should not rely solely on our own strength but completely trust in God. He has bestowed unique talents and charisms upon all of us, just as he did with Sister Briege. We must be ready to say yes to his will and allow his gifts to operate through us. May each of us become a living sign of God's love, manifesting his healing power and bringing hope to those in despair. We can be instruments in the hands of God, spreading the light and joy of the gospel wherever we go. Let us know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to not miss new videos and become part of the community of faith and prayer. God bless you.